greetings from my husband, Felix Adejumo. Now, I want you to listen to me. I prayed for you before I came, and I just want to share from my heart with you as a fellow woman. When I was born over 58 years ago, because I was born a girl, my father's family members gathered not to congratulate him, not to thank God, but to cry. Usually when you have a child, you're happy. But when I was born, they cried because how can you give birth to a girl? Particularly after 2 girls. Incidentally, those 2 girls died, and I became his first. When it was time to go to school, they canceled with him not to send me to school. The reason is, when she grows old, she's going to get married, and she's going to change her name. It will all be a labor loss. And my father said he looked at me and looked at the undertakers, vision barriers, and he said, no, because my maiden name is actually Ihemekaye. My news goes around the world. That's my maiden name. My father said something told him that this is the girl that will take your name around the world. So he decided to send me to school. And then my brother became very ill. And for 6 years, my parents took him everywhere until we sold almost everything we had. It was so bad, my parents had sold everything and we had to be eating from our palms. One Sunday afternoon, around 3 p.m., my brother died after we had sold everything. So we became poor. It was time to go to secondary school. There was no money. My father went to his boss and told his boss, I want to retire voluntarily. The man said, why? He said, my daughter just gained admission to high school, to secondary school, and I don't have enough funds. The man said, did you say your daughter? You are mad. If you had said your son, I would have understood. Your daughter? No. But my father insisted. He retired voluntarily, collected his gratuity, paid for about 4 years or so, and sent me to school. I became the head girl in my secondary school. The last year was very tough. Sometimes for 2 weeks, I would not be able to go to school because of less than $1. But I'm grateful to God because I met the Lord Jesus Christ very, very early. I was about 14 when I got saved, and it changed the trajectory of my life. And now God brought my husband my way. I was 19 when I met my husband. And like I said in one of my posts, he possibilitized my mentality. I felt very ugly. Poverty is a bad thing. Like Adejumo said, we cause poverty. I didn't believe in myself. I thought I was useless. I thought I would never be married. Who will marry me? I was poor. I was ugly. And then God brought my husband into my life. So when you see me bear Felix Adejumo, it's not because women bear that name. I decided to honor him by adding his first name to his last name. I need to carry that name everywhere because God used that man to help me a lot. He helped me believe in myself. He helped me understand that it doesn't matter what the African culture says about the woman. You can be, you can do, you can have, even though you will be labeled. But it does not matter. Frustrated people will always castigate elevated people. It does not matter what people feel about you. Believe in yourself, and when God sends people your way that are your structures of support, let them fan you to flame, and don't ever forget the people that held your hands when nobody wanted to touch you. And I went back to school, went to get my degree, and all that. We got married, and the rest is history today. And we started doing business. I am in full-time business with my husband. Please listen to me. We're talking about doing more in family relationship, in marriage, even as a single person. Please listen very carefully. This person that we are looking at, I can't remember what I have not sold in my life. I'm in full-time business with my husband, and we are also in full-time ministry. I don't draw salary from church, from any church, and I've never asked any church in this life for one couple. Even when I go to your church and I raise an offering, it stays in your church because God has blessed me. My husband and I, we have done What is this thing they call when they come and carry dirty from your house? Waste this. We've done that. I've sold bread. Even as a pastor's wife, I've sold gari. I've sold palm oil. Thank you. I've sold yam. I've sold plastic. I've sold biscuits in my life. And I'm still doing it. As I stand before you today, I have a salon. One copper of any ministry is not in it. I sell food. Bukateria, I get them. As I'm standing before you today, I have a salon. As I'm standing before you today, I have nail salon. I have a gym. I have a small hotel. I have a playground for people. My husband and I sell fertilizer. If you come to our farm, you will see chicken. You will see egg. You will see maize. I'm into real estate. I don't need to steal from any church. The only side, many people don't know that side of me. The only side they know is she's a speaker, she's a preacher, you know. And I enjoy it when you criticize me because it puts wings under my wings. I'm telling you the truth. Why did I go into all this as a woman? Can I say it again? I don't care. Go online and say any rubbish. If your financial life as a woman, the totality of your financial life is dependent on your husband, you are a colossal failure. Abuse me, I don't care. If without your husband you cannot buy tomatoes, you cannot buy bra, you cannot give offering, you are a colossal disgrace. As a single lady, marry your friend. If you want to fulfill destiny. As a single lady, don't marry a lazy person. As a single and a married person, have your own. Every man is a psychologist. Your husband is not El Shaddai, else he shall die. He cannot meet all your needs. Live your life. I like what's being said. Live your life in such a way that you will have something. It is not every wife that the man can slap. It is not every woman that the husband can tell, today you are packing out. Because when the man raises his hand and you remembers your contribution, when the man raises his hands and he remembers who you are. When the man tells you to pack out and you remember that if you pack out, the curtains are going, the rug is going, the television is going. He will tell you, you see, we should not allow the devil in this house. May the Lord bless the works of your hands. My husband says, what you are gifted for is superior to what you are trained for. It does not matter what qualification you have. Do something with your hand. Don't live your life that at 80 you'll be depending on your children. Structure your life. Some of you waste your time on social media. It's not a great life. Face your life. Be economically empowered and love your life. Love it. So those of you that are single, don't forget what I just hinted you. Don't marry someone that is not your friend. Marry from your tribe. Religion in Latin means religionem, and it means to bind together. Religion plays a very crucial role in marriage. Marry from your tribe. And I'm not saying Ekiti or Igbo. Marry someone from your faith. And it is not every brother that shouts, hallelujah, that is a child of God. Close one eye in prayer, open the other one in watching. Don't just marry anybody. And and don't marry a lazy person. I've told you, singles. 11 a.m. the man is tying towel, speaking in tongues. Cha cha cha, chu che che, cho cho cho. What kind of rubbish tongue is that? Let the man go work. Don't come and tell me you're in full-time ministry and you cannot feed your family. Come on, get out and work. Go to the farm. Do something with your... If you see me on the farm, you won't believe I can be psychedelic. Do something with your life. You can't be depending on offering. Church money is not for the pastor. And quote me anywhere. We also give our own. There's nothing wrong if you take salary from church, but your life should not be dependent on that. Do something with your life as a person. And this is the reason why some people, even when God has not called them to church work, they will be flashing God. Hello, hello, Luak, Bemi. Don't marry a lazy drone. It's very important. As a married person, let me say this to you. Live your life as a woman. Take care of your husband, take care of your children, but please don't forget yourself. Your husband, your children, your grandchildren, they are blessings, huge, massive blessings to your life, but they are in transit. They are just passing. Don't forget yourself. Ecclesiastes 3:13. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, so the Bible defines my life. Ecclesiastes 3:13 tells us it is a good thing for a man to eat and drink and enjoy the works of his labor. Some of you take care of everybody and you forget yourself. When last did you have a pedicure? When last did you have a manicure? Every time you go to the mall, you love this top, you want to buy it. The first thing you do is you go to the price tag. You know what you are doing? Money, may I? That's what you do. And it is a poverty mentality. It is a lack mentality. Save, invest, but don't forget to eat the fruit of your labor. Once in a while, go to the salon, go have your nails done, put your feet in warm water, get a magazine. I didn't say Quran. I didn't say a Bible. Get a magazine. Enjoy your life. Don't die laboring. Take a good care of yourself. Love your wig if you can afford it. If you can afford it. Love your shoes if you can afford it. You've worked and worked and worked. You deserve to be pampered. We were on vacation to a place. I don't want to mention the place. And when it was time to leave, I like a little girl, I said, no, I'm not going back to Nigeria. I'm not going. My husband said, you are going back to work. Let's go. Once in a while, that's why in the book of Psalm, you will see Selah. Pause. In marriage, don't allow marriage suffocate you. If there is a relationship that is abusive, get out. Don't sit down there and be praying. Step out into safety, then be praying and binding. Because the covenant of life is superior to the covenant of marriage. God forbid, if you die, that man will remarry. If you kill yourself because of thinking and overthinking, and then you have high blood pressure while you are in the mug, or if you kill yourself because you are looking for a boy. I am Abigail. I've born only girls. I'm looking for a boy. And because of that, you go to the labor room the 7th time looking for a girl or a boy. I pity you. While you are sitting in the mortuary, the man will say, no, it is since yesterday. Please make some toast for me. And when you're coming, bring some coffee. Make it thick. Tell your neighbor, don't kill yourself. It's not worth it. So if you're in any abusive relationship, flee into safety. Then let's see how we can sort this out. But if God has blessed you and you're privileged to have a happy marriage, let me tell you this, there is no perfect marriage. I've been married 36 years. There is no perfect marriage anywhere. Thank you. Marriage is hard work. Sometimes you wake up and you say, we're still married. With all that happened yesterday night. In fact, that's when you even have sex. Say, what happened? Marriage is amazing. Marriage can be fun. Marriage can be wonderful. Marriage can be sweet, depending on the cutlery you use to eat it. But please, as a woman, if God has blessed you and you are privileged to have a happy home, not void of challenges, of course, treat the man very well. Good husbands are very scarce. I know what I'm talking about. So when I go online and I talk about men, take this, it's not that I'm trying to belittle you as women. I'm just helping you to manage your home. Because good husbands are very scarce. Wake up in the morning, honor the man. Sing a love song. You all know by now, you know my love song when I'm waking my husband up. Oremi, Aderemi mi, Ishola mi alayo mi, I will love you forever. Oh Lord, me. Oh Lord. But it's not every husband you can sing that one for. But if your own is good, encourage him, do more. Be involved in his life. Respect him. Honor him. Don't talk to him many and say, if not that I waited. If not that I was 34, will I have been married to you? No. Men are like masqueraders. And you see, men, a research was done recently and it was discovered that a woman speaks, a man speaks on the average 25,000 words per day. Max. A woman speaks 250,000. It's not our fault. In the Garden of Eden, in Genesis chapter 3, King James's version, when the devil came to tempt the woman, the devil spoke 14 words. The woman replied with 44. Go and count it. It's not our fault. We have a minimum of 5 kinds of powers, and one of them is the power of utterance as a woman. Just make sure you use it very well. So honor your husband. Satisfy him. We don't worship men, we worship God. But let's learn to honor our husbands. Let the man know that he's not doing badly. Thank him. Don't say, is it only 1,000 that you can leave? Look at your mates. No. It's not easy to be a man. So let's appreciate them. Respect your husband. Honor him in the presence of the children. My husband is 67. Yesterday, I was packing and I passed by him and I tickled him. And he did like that. I said, you are not even a virgin. That's why I said you should marry your friend. Play with your husband. Once in a while, sit on his laps. It's not that every time your man wants to have sex with you, you'll be praying in tongues. Excuse me. Enjoy your marriage. Let the man feel important. And do not put your life on hold because of marriage. And don't put your marriage on hold because of career. There is wisdom. Genesis, beg your pardon. Proverbs 31. You see the balance in that woman's life. She took care of herself. She was into real estate. She still had time for her family. So please, wisdom is important. Some of you can sing in the choir. Monday you are in church. Sunday you are in church. Wednesday you are in the mosque. Friday you are in the mosque. The next day, maybe you are with Babalawo, I don't know. You can be everywhere. But your home, you don't have time. Even your children, you don't have time. God is not pleased. If your Christianity does not work at home, don't bother to export it. So please, live a great life in your marriage relationship. We thank God for career. I'm a successful woman by God's grace. But please, do more at home. Sometimes marriage can be tiring. I'm being real with you. Sometimes it can, but it's still worth it. And as we look at our children, do 4 things for your children. Pray for your child. You can set your alarm. I have my phone set, different times that I pray for my children, my grandchildren. Pray for your child. Know your child. And stop comparing your kids. That a child failed in mathematics does not make him a failure. Not every child understands mathematics. So let's understand this. Stop comparing them. Look at your brother. You demean the child. You may not know it. Know your child and train your child. You may not have quantity time, but please spend quality time with your children. You're pregnant, start praying for your child. Start talking to your child, even as a fetus. Spend time with your children. The little time you have, once in a while, go out with these children. Take them to your office if possible. Take them to functions. Create time for them. Your child is like a blank sheet of paper. Your house help cannot help you write your child's destiny. It is your responsibility. That's why you should stop having babies every year. Because it's not enough to have children. You must be ready to rear them. You must be ready to rear them. So please be involved in your husband's lives. There are many reasons why a man is involved in adultery. There is no justifiable reason for adultery. Not at all. But please, no matter what happens, make sure that you enjoy your life, you love your life, and it shall be well with you. I love you, and God bless you.